Welcome to another episode on my YouTube channel, and as always, I'm glad and I'm excited to be here all the time. Thank you for staying tuned. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the comment. Thank you for the share. Thank you for subscribing to my YouTube channel. I'm really grateful and I just want to appreciate you. Thank you so much. So, today's episode, I have plenty gist. Plenty gist for you guys. I mean, it's an interesting topic that everyone, every business owner, entrepreneurs can relate with something practical, and that is we are going to be talking about how to respond. Yes, how to respond to negative reviews. Yes, how to respond to negative reviews about your business. For every business, no matter how 100% you are, your services are, your goods and services are, there will always be negative reviews. No, you can't control it. You know, if it's something you can, no matter how you can control, yeah, you can control it to an extent, but then there will always be something, someone, somewhere that would say that might not be okay with your goods and services or your products, and then they voice out their dissatisfaction. But then I've come to realize that for this, I've had my own fair share of negative comments. You know, when I started business, and my first negative review, I was not happy. Like, I was really disturbed. I was devastated. You know how we can be now, like, how can a customer not like my products? Oh, how can a customer say this? How can a customer say that? What did I do? What did I do wrong? Oh, what is this? You know, now you begin to ask different questions, begin to run through your head, and then sometimes you want to react. That is why I didn't use react. I would have said how to react to negative reviews, but as a communicator and as someone who has taken several courses in communication and interpersonal relationship, I know that the best thing to do is not to react, because most times when you react in an irrational way. Reaction is responding is better than reacting. That is why I said how to respond, not react. There are sometimes that your customer, drops a negative review, probably on your products, maybe on social media, or even directly to you, and then you feel like reacting. Like, you feel like you're really so angry that you don't even know what to do. Like, you feel like just telling them what's on your mind. How can you say this? How can you say that? And then you just realize that it's not really worth it. Yeah, it's not really worth it. That's why I said how to respond. For you to at every point in time, there will always be someone that is not satisfied with your product, someone that is not satisfied with your services, and that is why I am here to give you some tips that will help you thus far. I've had, recently I just had someone, this kind of people that feel that something must surely be wrong with my order. Something will surely be wrong with my goods. That kind of people. There are people like that. They are just not that convinced. Probably they've had their experiences with other people, especially people that deal with online products. They've had experiences with other vendors, and they're really scared. And then they come to you and you are convincing to an extent, and then in their mind they just say that I just hope something is okay with my goods. I just hope something is okay with what I'm ordering and all of that. It's all everything. We all understand where they're all coming from. That is why we just need to try as much as possible to understand with our customers, and try as much as possible not to get angry, and at least make them feel loved. So the first tip I'll be giving us today on this episode is number one, how to respond to your customers' negative review is appreciate them. Yes, appreciate your customers. Before that, there are sometimes that you might want to respond harshly. It's better to just take your cool, even if they're sending you messages, or just try to balance yourself before replying, so you won't say what you're not supposed to say. And then how people do cloud chase in this social media age that we have. They just want to trend, and then you will not be a victim. Definitely. So that is why you need to take your time and try as much as possible to know what to say before responding. So the first thing to do is appreciate them for their patronage. Tell them how happy you are for them to be your customer. Appreciate them. Tell them you are grateful, for adding to your customer base. At least customer makes the business grow. Without customer, there is nothing. we are doing in business. So the first thing is appreciate your customer, and the second thing is apologize. Yes, let them know that you are truly sorry for what has happened. Apologize, sympathize with them. Let them know that, oh, we are so sorry. You can, there are different businesses that has a different logo. Like, I mean, the way they respond to their customers, especially we for large scale business. Well, obviously we are talking about small scale businesses and how to respond to negative reviews. So this is how you do it. You apologize, sympathize with them, let them know how sorry you are, and tell them that you're really sorry for what has happened. And then the third one is take responsibility. Yes, for whatever thing that has happened, even if it is not your fault, take responsibility. There was a time one of our customer purchased something, and then when the goods was delivered, I delivered the good in good condition, now, like, but the delivery person that made the delivery, I don't know, probably something went wrong along the line, and then there was a little problem, like the goods it was not in good shape. Yeah, and when it got to him, that was the first. Immediately he sent me the picture. I was really not happy. I was like, wow, but I sent this thing in good condition. You cannot be saying that, but I sent this in good. I mentioned that, but don't make it seem like it's their fault, even though I don't know what happened. Do you know what I did? I changed whatever it is that the person has ordered, and then I fixed the other one. And funny enough, it was even fixable. There are sometimes that probably might happen through delivery. Maybe through delivery something just happens, and so many things can happen. Honestly, I've had experiences, honestly, unplanted experiences, especially if you don't have good people working with you. I mean, the delivery person. Then if you don't have good people, good personnel working with you, if you don't have good customer care, a lot of things can go wrong. So just try and apologize for what has happened, even though it is not your fault. There are uncommon circumstances that will happen that you cannot control. Apologize for what has happened. Let them know that you are really sorry, and then you can say something like, wow, our business try as much as possible to give our customers the satisfaction, but nevertheless there are some things that are beyond our control. Do you get? You can just say something like that, and then the next thing you should say is make things right. Yes, there are some situations that you might not be able to probably refund. You might not be able to maybe change the order or something, but you can simply make it right. Yes, you can simply make it right by telling them that okay, we are so sorry. After apologizing, and then you can tell them that, okay, we are so sorry. We'll make sure that your next order would be perfectly monitored, or I will personally make sure I monitor it. All those, you just try to make them feel loved, like, okay, they really matter in your business. So try to make things right. You might not be able to correct what has happened, but for future purposes, you can tell them that, okay, for the next order, we'll try as much as possible to make things right. I will do a personal check and make sure everything is intact before sending to you. And for our choice of delivery person, we make sure that they are good to go, and then you give them varieties of options, and then they are so happy and all of that. So I think the next one, the fourth one is give them the fifth one, sorry. The fifth one is try as much as possible to persuade them for a second chance, although it might be really slim, because if someone is patronizing you for the first time and then something goes wrong, for them to patronize you the second time might be really difficult. Do you get? Because as this saying goes, that first impression matters. But then try as much as possible to push it to them. Just like I mentioned, the fourth step, that make things right. Making things right is like pushing it to them. On your next order, we'll do this, we do that. And then the fifth one, try to persuade them to patronize you. Try to make sure they patronize you, so that you can even say that, oh, don't worry, your next order will add something, will add a little gift. Do you get? Just say something that will really interest them, and then before you know it, they are at peace. They're also humans, and it's not easy for them to just drop some money and then they're not getting what they want. But then it is not easy. Kudos to all business person and entrepreneurs out there watching me. You guys are really trying. It is not something that it is not a day's job. Yeah, so that is all you can do. Number one, appreciate your customers for everything they have done, for being able to patronize you. Then number two, uh okay, so number one, appreciate them for what they have done. Yes, appreciate them. And number two, apologize to them. Let them know how sorry you are. Let them know you are truly sorry. Yes. And number three, take responsibility for whatever has happened. Take responsibility for whatever has happened, whether it is your fault or not your fault. And number four, make things right. Yes, make things right. Make sure you try to tell them that the next this, the next that, you do this, you do that. And the fifth one, try as much as possible to persuade them to place another with you the next time. And don't try to introduce some freebies to them that will at least that might really encourage them, or to, at least to write whatever impression they've had about your business, whatever negative impression they've had about your business, and then they are okay with you. So this is all we have for you on today's episode on how to respond to negative reviews. I mean, customers makes the business well, they make the income. They make the income, because without them there will not be any cash flow. So kudos to our customers out there. Thank you so much for your love. Thank you for the patronage. You can say that to your customers and appreciate them once in a while. All these 5 steps, it's something you can do in the message. Like, instead of sending one by one, you can just compose a message and send to your customer at once. Like the number one, like appreciating them. Number two, apologizing. Number three, making things right. Yes. So all of that, and put them the 5 steps. You can put them in a write up and then send to them and all that. But there's some customers that you see just you just need to, I don't know, there are some people that they don't want to hear, honestly. But then the experiences keeps making us get better. That is just how it is. So this is my own little way of encouraging you as a business person. And then don't forget to like, don't forget to drop a comment in the comment section. Tell us how you undo the negative review. Don't forget to share, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. It is really important. Thank you guys. Thank you for the love. I love you guys. Take care. Bye.